Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Wendy Williams and Gorilla Black.
The first and most obvious thing is that your likeness to Biggie is overwhelming, and I know you get that a lot. Do you get any repercussions from that being in Compton?
I come at them, yo, homie, I've been wearing my khakis since khakis was khakis. All of them had curls. Before that, you know, y'all knew what a curl was. So
right.
At the end of the day, I don't really trip it. God bless them.
We got him. This it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Yo, dear, it's the Rule, and y'all listening to the best of the Wendy Williams Experience. Holla!
All right, David, cut the music and give me my typewriter. A fitness trainer who keeps hip-hop's elite in tip-top shape is being accused of beating and sexually assaulting his former girlfriend. Mark Jenkins is 32, and his clients include Mary J. Blige, Sean Combs, LL Cool J. Well, Mark was sued in Manhattan Supreme Court for $6 million by Sharon Adams. Who is Sharon Adams, you ask? A woman who says she endured years of violence, even while she helped Mr. Mark Jenkins build his exercise empire. Jenkins earns $2,500 an hour to help celebrities keep physically fit. He's worked with D'Angelo, he's worked with Beyonce, he's worked with Missy, and I mentioned LL, Mary, and Puffy. Mark Jenkins is a Gulf War veteran, and he bills himself as a celebrity fitness drill master, according to the court papers. Sharon Adams' lawyer, this is the woman, his name is John Reek. And he said that Jenkins gets his clients in shape for touring and often travels with them. Recently, he toured to the south of France with Puffy Combs on his yacht. Remember we were talking about the yacht trip? Mr. Jenkins was apparently there. A lawyer for Mark Jenkins, Peter Birkenstock, declined to comment. But the suit claims that Mark Jenkins repeatedly abused Sharon Adams, making the theatrical violence in hip-hop videos very real. The lawsuit also accuses him of making disparaging remarks about women and referring to Sharon Adams as a slut and a hoe. This is the celebrity fitness trainer talking to his girl, Sharon. The suit accuses Jenkins of assaulting, sexually abusing, and raping Adams between 1993 and 2000. My goodness, this woman put up with this for 7 years. Sharon Adams is 31, and she's a resident of Brooklyn. And she stayed with him for so long because she loved him.
Wow.
Yesterday, she was sobbing as this lawsuit was launched. Today, she is our guest. Hi, Sharon.
Hello, Wendy. How are you?
Turn on her microphone or turn it up. Do something.
Hello, Wendy. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Here, move up. Get comfortable. Don't be nervous. Sharon, I feel very well prepared for my talk with you this afternoon because I am dealing with the facts according to Sharon Adams. That's you.
Yes.
Sharon Adams is in the studio, everybody, with a very nice, like, you know, that hop sack material. She's got a skirt on that goes down. Ethnic. This is an ethnic outfit that you have on.
It's made by Raives.
Okay. Your hair is in braids. You've got wooden beads at the end of your braids. Her braids fall to mid-back. You're wearing no makeup. You got a little lip gloss on. No fancy bling-bling, nothing. You look very earthy.
Thank you.
That's your... And beautiful, I might add.
Thank you very much, Wendy.
Okay, Sharon, so you were with Mark Jenkins for 7 years?
Yes, Wendy.
Do you have children with him?
No, I don't.
That's your attorney in the other room?
Yes, it is. That's Mr. Reich.
Reich. $2,500 per hour, approximately, he was making to help train the stars, D'Angelo, Beyonce, and Missy, and so on and so forth. claim in your papers that in the summer of 1994, he confronted you on the street and became enraged by the type of dress that you were wearing and called you a slut.
Yes.
And after kicking the door off its hinges, he slapped your face and knocked you on the floor of your 13th floor apartment.
Yes.
So the fight went from the street to the apartment.
No. The argument started on the street, and then we walked toward the building because he was complaining about a dress. Like, I'm dressed today, the dress wasn't tight. So we were walking to the building, and he said the dress is too tight, and I was like, Mark, you're bugging, whatever. And I got in the elevator, so he was cursing at me, calling me the B word and the H word. So I've never seen Mark like that before. That's one of the first incidents that I've really seen.
This was the summer of 94.
Yes.
You got together with him in
93.
Okay.
And so he was pretty upset, and I've never seen that before. So I walked in the apartment, I opened the door, and I started to get scared. So I started walking really fast to the bedroom, and I closed the door behind me, and he kicked the door off the hinges and slapped me down. But I was shocked, so I really couldn't say anything, and then he just ripped my dress off me and
raped you.
Yes.
Let me just say, and I just described Sharon's outfit. This is not what you would call video gear in any way, shape, or form.
But the dress I had on that day was down to my ankles, but it was fit. It was fit, but it was a summer dress.
Yes.
So I guess because it fit and it showed my shape. I mean, it wasn't any like hoochie dress.
Right.
It was like an orange. It had multicolors in it. I paid like maybe $50 for it.
Right.
But it was really cute, and everyone had said it looked good. And I guess Mark got upset about it.
In 1995, you had a fight inside of your apartment on North Portland Avenue in Brooklyn, where he punched you, split your lip, pulled your hair during the disturbance, and tenants actually had to call the cops.
Yeah. That day, I thought I was going to die. Usually, when he hit me, I may cry, but I'd never, like, yell. I just be like, Mark, please stop pulling my head. Because what he used to do was, when he get upset, he used to bang my head into walls and pull my hair. So I was like, I just didn't say that. Like, I would cry, but I wouldn't yell. But that day, he was breaking everything in the apartment and beating me really bad. So I started banging on the wall, and I was like, Vicky, call the cops. The argument started because
Who is Vicky?
Victoria Pierce was the girl next door, and I knew.
Did she know that you had been dealing with a violent?
Yeah, because in the middle of the night, like if I helped promote Mark's business, Mark did everything. So usually when Mark come in, I would have everything done for him. And so at nighttime, if he come in and he's upset about something or he wanted something done, he'd be like, "Get up, B, get up." And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, "Mark, the neighbors can hear you. Please don't do that." So a lot of people was confronting me about it, saying, "Look, why are you tolerating this? Why are you putting up?" But I want to get back to what happened that day. I went to Hunter College. I did not complete college, but I was in Hunter College, and Mark's aunt go to the same school as me. Now, Mark and his aunt was dating each other for 6 years.
Wait, how old are you?
31.
And how old is he?
33.
And how old is the aunt?
Like 32. Nelvie has to be like 32, 31.
Now, we all play with the aunt word. This is my auntie. You're not really blood. You're just best friends with my mother or something like that.
Nelvie is Mark's mother's sister. They share the same father. They were dating each other before I started dating Mark. They were together for like 6 years.
Sleeping together?
Yes, sleeping together. They were in Antigua together, sleeping. It's no secret. Everybody knows.
So Mark Jenkins, your ex-boyfriend of 7 years, who is a celebrity fitness trainer, was dating and having sexual relations with his aunt?
Yes. I really don't want to discuss that, but you're asking me about the lawsuit and why he hit me. And go ahead.
How did you discover that he was having relations with his aunt?
Wendy, I don't want to really talk about. I just want to talk about the incident that happened.
Did his mother know?
Yes, That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm not here. I don't want to gossip about him.
Okay.
You understand? I'm not trying to put your business out. I'm just telling you what's on the lawsuit.
The issue at hand. Okay.
The issue at hand.
Okay.
So she went to
Fair enough.
we was in school, and she told my friends that she was dating him, but they already knew that was his aunt. So my friends called me in the middle of the night. They're like, Sharon, that's so disgusting. Mark is dating his aunt. Mark wasn't home yet because he was out training someone, it was late. So when he got in, I was crying. I was like, Mark, how could you do this? So it went on into the morning, and then I was talking about it again. I was like, you have to speak to Melvie about this. You have to talk. She embarrassed me. I didn't go to school for like a month behind that, Wendy. But anyway, he beat me up for that. And that's not a reason for anyone to put their hand on you. That wasn't fair to me.
Well, sidebar, excuse me, Sharon, to the audience, you know what I have said in the past about men who beat women. Now,
I'm a homo. I like guys.
Your eyes remain blackened during an incident that happened to you back in April of 1992 for more than 2 months, and you had to go to Brooklyn Hospital Center. Had you been collecting paperwork all along, saying one day you're going to break out and you're going to sue him? Like, what made you stay? Why stay?
Wendy, even down to the suicide issue, because I know everybody's wondering, I was alienated from myself. When you're abused, I started making excuses for him.
Okay.
I was like, maybe, he has problems with his mom. That's why he doesn't like me, and, issues. And I just kept on making excuses. I really I can't give a reason why, because I know people are saying, only cowards do certain things.
We were just talking about it earlier during the show.
But when you're in a situation, Wendy, when you're going through this,
yes,
when you actually, just like if a child sees his mother being beat or was molested, no one understands until they're in that situation. So everyone keeps on asking me, Sharon, why did you stay with Mark? Even my friends, good thing I had good friends, and family to be supportive.
Are any of these friends industry people? Or did he keep you away from the glamorous side of his life?
Are you trying to say... Yeah, everybody knew me. They knew I was his girlfriend because I went on tour with him with D'Angelo. I went on tour with him with Mary.
Okay.
So one of the incidents happened after
in 2000 summer, you were on tour with him when he was with Mary, keeping her in shape.
Yes.
And it says here in your lawsuit papers that in Beverly Hills, California, after a Mary J. Blige concert, he slapped and struck you and ordered you to take off your clothes, pulled your hair, ripped your clothes, and then forced you to sex.
Yeah, it was around my, I don't want to give a specific date. I know it was around June. It was my birthday, and he told me to come out to California. But that specific night, we went to the concert. I went backstage. I saw everybody, and he wanted to go out with one of her staff members. I'm not going to say anybody's name.
Okay.
And I was supposed to go with someone else, but I was so excited about the concert that I was fooling around backstage, and I caused him to be late, and he couldn't go where he wanted to go with that person.
What were you doing fooling around backstage? What does that mean?
Like you're talking to people, everybody. I was excited.
Yeah.
You don't get to see everybody every day, so when you see people backstage, I'm like, wow, I was excited, and I'm a big fan of Mary, so I was excited.
Yes.
And anyway, I caused him to be late. So he had a motorcycle that night. Okay. And we were supposed to follow the guy, but anyway, we got lost. So it started in the street, like we was lost in Beverly Hills, they got so many side roads.
You had your arms wrapped around him on the motorcycle.
Yeah, leaning and everything.
Okay, gotcha.
And so he pulled over on the highway because he couldn't, and then he started calling me a B and saying, and pushing me and hitting on me outside. And I was like, please, Mark, you're hurting me, and the fight, and anyway, we got back to the hotel, and that's everything took place there.
And the rape and the ripping of the clothes and so on and so forth.
Yeah. And
what does your mom say? How do you make excuses?
My mother's deceased, Wendy, and she has been for 11 years, and I lied for him. A lot of people did not know, even my friends and my family. I know they're going to be like calling me because of this interview.
Up next on The Experience.
I want to clear something up.
Okay.
Because a lot of people was asking me this question about his wife, Natasha.
Who is that?
The Experience continues after this.
107.5 WBLS. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. It's your boy Ari Life of the Party. And check this out. WBLS has a movie for you. It's called Four Brothers, starring Tyrese Gibson, Mark Wahlberg, Andre Benjamin, and Garrett Hedlund. Be call number 10 at 212-545-1075 to win 4 invitations to join us for an exclusive WBLS screening. And once again, I want to thank all of you for calling me and keeping me company on this Monday afternoon. I'm starting to wake up, but I'm still a little wheezed and a little tired. I've dozed off a couple of times, so keep them phone calls coming. I'd like to hear from you, all right? It's the station with today's R&B and classic soul, 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, what's up? This is Junior Reed. What's you doing?
No, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yes, that was a good one.
How you doing?
That was good. That was good.
How you doing?
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh, and you're listening to the best of the Wendy Williams Experience. Aight?
If you're just turning on your radio and you're wondering what the hell is going on and what I'm talking about, New York Daily News, and there's a coward named Mark Jenkins who has a lawsuit launched against him by his former girlfriend of 7 years. You can read the article and hear her story as we continue speaking with Sharon Jenkins. Go ahead,
Sharon Adams.
Sharon Adams, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, did you ever think it would be Sharon Jenkins?
He asked me, but I was afraid of him. We talked about it several times. He asked me, and I was like, if people are going to be together, they're going to be together. But for the record, I wanted to state something. I know a lot of people are wondering, I don't believe in infidelity. I don't believe in dating anybody's husband.
Okay, this is big right here. I'm looking at number 9 in your lawsuit.
Okay.
There was a whole thing about gender. What is this? By plaintiff's what
My lawyer will have to answer that question for you. I can't explain that, but he can get in detail for that. The legal part, I can't.
On all of the above described occasions, the defendant conducted, the defendant's conduct was motivated by the plaintiff's gender.
Because Mark had a problem with women, so he would take his anger out on me. Even
did you ever ask Mark if he was fully heterosexual? Had that ever come up?
The gender thing is because she was a woman. That's
Okay, nothing. Because I saw the word, I saw a word that looked like anus in here for a minute. Then I looked back and I saw that it wasn't. But that brings me to, what we talk about here, everybody, men who beat women. And I just asked you a question, and you don't want to answer it. Fine. You've answered it without answering. I'm looking at this picture, and I'm hearing I'm reading this lawsuit, and I'm saying,
but I want to clear something up.
Okay.
Because a lot of people was asking me this question about his wife, Natasha.
Who is that?
I want to clear this up for the record.
Okay.
I was dating Mark Jenkins. He was on tour with Mary. I went in June, and then in July, I went with Mark again on tour with Mary to New Orleans. I met him there. Okay, let's go. I came back, and I was still working for Mark, doing all this work. One day in August, Mark called me. He was hysterical. It was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and he was crying. And I said, Mark, what's the problem? And he was crying. So I didn't understand what was going on with him. So I continued to ask him, Mark, what's the problem? He said, I just made the worst mistake of my life. I said, what was that mistake? He didn't tell me. So I said, whatever it is, Mark, we can work through it.
Okay.
And I said a prayer. I said, God, please help me and Mark, work through this.
Okay.
September comes around, Mark still paying the bills, still doing all this work, dealing with his accountant. November comes and things are kind of shaky.
Mm-hmm.
So he's with Mary J. Blige in the gym. I go up to the gym. He's with her. I get in the front and I say, excuse me, Mary, can I speak to Mark? I found out that he married a girl named Natasha.
Okay.
So he's still dating me and married to Natasha, and I didn't know.
Are they divorced now?
No, she's still with him. She called me up in my house and asked me what was going on with the lawsuit and stuff.
Okay, most women, including some of the ones who are faxing in right now, would say to you, you got beat up badly in the first year that you were with him, and you found out he was married.
No, I didn't find out he was married. This is at the end.
Oh, this is at the end. This is at the end. Okay.
At the end, when I was with him, and then he married somebody on me, and I didn't know. So I went into the gym to confront him why he hasn't come home.
Was he a stickler about having you get in the gym? You look like you're in shape, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, that was always the issue. You had to stay in shape and eat right. That was always a big thing. Taking me to the park. Yeah.
This woman right here says, "Hi, Wendy. My name is Shauna, and I'm 24, and I love you. Regarding your guest, I sympathize with her, but she said the first incident was a year after she got with him. She decided to stay for another 5 years. How can you be foolish and allow yourself to get beat up and then try to sue him? You're not even his wife, no children, no reason to stay. Perhaps money, gold digger."
Would you like me to comment?
Yes.
First of all, I would like to say to everybody, it's not about the money, because if Mark Jenkins comes up to the Wendy Williams show and he apologizes and he says the truth about the situation, I will drop it. If he admits openly what has happened and everything, because I'm not lying, this is not about money. I helped Mark. I gave Mark plenty of occasions to talk to me about things, to restore things. You know, my lawyer sat down with his lawyer and then he dropped his lawyer. So I have no contact person for Mark Jenkins. I repeatedly pleaded with this guy.
How are you going to prove
and over?
How are you going to prove your case?
Medical records.
I was going to say, because Antoinette
medical records. I have medical records, so he cannot lie.
Very nice.
I have proof, witnesses. People have seen my black eyes.
I know Sharon Adams. Her and I were close in school. I have spoken to her about her boyfriend, and I believe what she's saying is true. Sharon, I love you. If you need me, call me.
Who's that?
They didn't put their name. Why don't you put your name on here and your telephone number, and I won't say it on the radio, and I'll pass Sharon your information. Let's continue with your lawsuit papers. I am, my breath is taken away as I talk to you.
I know it's probably people looking, and Wendy, like I said, and I will say it again, it is not about the money. I helped him build International Fitness. Plenty of nights he is waking me up in the middle of the night.
That's the name of his fitness company.
Yeah, the neighbors, you know, confronted me about this. Him, bitch, get up, do my work.
You've got a whole building full of people, in other words.
I promoted him, everyone. I mean, I helped him with this company. This is me.
Is he a wealthy man?
Wendy.
Is he a wealthy man? She's nodding her head yes. Is he living a luxurious lifestyle?
I don't know.
Were you living luxuriously towards the end of your relationship when you were together?
He paid for everything. I got the things that I wanted.
You were together for 7 years. At what mark in the 7-year relationship did you notice a financial turn for the better? Like
yes, definitely.
At what point? 5 years in, 3 years in, 2 years?
Okay, I would say in 1995 we started to see a difference. There was money coming in because he started training D'Angelo, I think, in 96.
And you were with him since 93?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So we worked together. This is not like if Mark had these things when I met him,
yes,
it would be a difference. You understand? But he didn't have these things, and he beat me, Wendy. Until you're beaten by a man, my head banged into walls, blood clots. I have permanent black eyes. My eye is damaged, Wendy.
Yo, damn, it's the rule, and y'all listening to the best of the Wendy Williams Experience.